Greetings, fellow Centurions, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, Episode 64, Slaying Shadows. Did I solve the water crisis? This water tower isn't full, but it's definitely more supplied than it was before. So I'm gonna go with yes, potentially. Won't the new senators cause a stress on the meat supply? Yes. We will probably have to... So there are some solutions. What do we do to... Oh, we... Yeah, okay. So one such solution is there are alternative gourmet meals, right? Not all gourmet meals have to be meat-based. So we could do gourmet bakes. We could do, you know, other gourmet meals. Or regular gourmet meals that, you know, are half veg rather than the grills. So that might be something that we do in order to limit the strain. But once we have Tale Lanist, we will have the ability to make jerky. And once we have the ability to make jerky, we can hunt as much as we want, turn the meat into jerky so that it doesn't spoil, and then use the jerky as an ingredient in lieu of raw meat or untreated, unsalted, undried meat. So just getting Tale Lanist will solve a lot of the issues that we're going to have. So Cambo, you're gone. Let's take a look at these. Vitch is not great. Duvin, worse. Miz, kind of, so trigger happy but unwaveringly loyal is not a great combination. They would be a good slave for the farm, except for their asthma. Asthma's not that big of a deal. Yeah, possibly Miz. They're a little old, but, you know, they joined as a colonist. That's awkward, because, they're unwaveringly loyal. I feel like unwaveringly loyal should never join as colonists. It doesn't make sense, code-wise. You are a tough Neanderthal, but you have absolutely no proclivity towards violence, and you're a slow learner, so you will never learn it. How did you get plants 15? Did you just play with mushrooms as a child? Like, how are you that skilled as a 20-year-old? What the hell? Oh my goodness. Maybe we bring them in as a... They're also a colonist? This is so weird. You're 85 and 89, so I don't even need to look at you. You guys are going to be a mess. Oh, yeah. You're a mess. And... Yep. You're a mess, too. So potentially these two, but they join as colonists, and I just kind of want to leave them alone because of that. Because then I have to enslave them, and I don't know. I'm deciding not to bring them in as a result. So here's the leathers that we're delivering. Obviously, I'm not going to sell the gladii, because we're trading for that. Trade order done. Quest completed. And then, subsequently, we have jade that we can haul home now. The bow that I'll probably keep. And I am going to buy their gold, because we have a lot of infrastructure to be... that needs to be made with gold. I'm throwing out the stuff that we didn't want. Was there stone? There's iron and steel. I'm going to buy out their steel. They don't have stone blocks here, though. They have cloth and Tyrian, but not stone blocks. Okay. I'm gonna go to one more trade and then head home. If I could buy marble, stone, to supplement, that would be kind of nice. Because we are definitely tapped on our marble amount. You know, I haven't had any pop-ups of like, so we could do a conversion ritual. I haven't had any pop-ups of any rituals recently. So this will instantly convert Vakurka, or whatever their name is, and then we can start enslaving. Alright, Scala. Let's have you work on the mosaic in here. It's far past time. Oh, this needs to allow guests, I think, too. Technically, so the senator's a little weird, where they're like colonists that are like functionally permanent guests. Alright, there we go. I think the renovations of the Western Republic are kind of done, and the slaves that were allowed in there now can be restricted. Well, you're so good at your job, you have downtime? Damn. Impressive. You're not supposed to be drinking there. There's no way for me to, like, prevent that, though. Alright, I have almost no wooden storage. So we're gonna have to haul some of this. Because we have plenty of wood. They're just not, it's not where it's supposed to be. So, Atlu. No more construction? You're hauling? Noblem. So, of my slaves, who doesn't move slow? Lillipor? Well, Lillipor's a cook. Belf. He's an Neanderthal with... So Neanderthals move slow. But not slow enough to not become a dedicated hauler. So Belf, you are going to be hauling instead of animal handling. Del Pierre is slow as hell. I already know that because of the peg leg. Tokus is our waiter, so I'm not going to change that. Scala's a constructor. Oh. Alright. So here we're in another town. They have granite blocks, which I'll buy as many as I can carry, I suppose. I'm going to trade granite for, jade. Wow, I can barely carry any of these. 120? Yeah, roughly 120 block. Beautiful and greedy. Wolf blood. Baseliner, beautiful, delicate, volatile. You're 70 years old, so no. 50 years old, no health concerns, undergrounded and neurotic. 19 years old. Undergrounder, body purist. You could be good at farming. So I'm going to add you. Medic, an impid who's a careful shooting recluse. No thanks. And a refugee who's a Neanderthal who's also a slowpoke. No. So we are buying one slave. That's a bit of a change. I'll buy as many granite blocks as we can carry. The reason I'm buying the granite blocks is like, it helps to prevent the amount that we have to cut ourselves. And you are going to be offered all food, and you're coming home with us. All right. This prisoner believes in the Senate, so time to enslave. Won't take too long. Wheel's only 2.5. And, Hotlu, I have a task for you. Luckily, the iron can't burn, so just gonna... Oh, I think we're... Never mind. Task will come later. We have... a big raid. Tribespeople from the Veil of Shadows, attacking from multiple angles, attacking immediately, but still going through the gate. First thing, anyone out of position? No. No one is outside of town. Okay. Tons of Seraphina's kin. That's going to be a real problem for Seraphina, because they're almost certainly going to die. There's also the wife of our brand new slave. That's going to be a problem too. But those are the only... Oh, and then, daughter of Davis. We're going to have a lot of upset senators, I think. But, you know, I can't... So there's a mod that, at the start of the stream, I tried to enable to prevent, like, crazy amounts of family members, and it had some issues, so I wasn't using it. But, yeah. The slaves that are closest to the gates are going to come to help with the turrets. Now, what kind of weapons does the first group have? 2 range, mostly melee. Got it. Alright, first group's down. There is a dire Lycan here, Busto. I see you, dire Lycan. Mostly notable because they're very dangerous. Oh, there's another one. Alright, Ficus, you're getting hurt. Not serious enough for me to pull you back, though. Tranlanry, how are you doing? You are bruised. I'm going to have you back up. And have Gagu take over. Tranlanry dropped. Yeah, I was literally expecting that. Head stab. How bad is it? Half? Alright, back up. That leg is still okay. No, he's crawling out. No real new big scars. And the last group's coming in now. Scipia. Leave. Gagu's down. Let's see. Lucia, because Lucia's tough, it's gonna start to stand there. It's not great, but they'll have to do. Bleed out timer doesn't exist. They're fleeing like into the town, which is weird. That's another group leaving. Vegas. Alright, let's have you step out now. I don't want Scipia... So, yeah, they're like flooding into the town and like fleeing the weird way. Slaves. Let me have you start to help with this. So these are like fleers that are like fleeing the wrong way. And you are trying to kill Trilanry, which is super strange. So Maxis is down, but that's no surprise. He's just a wimp, or he's full of... So you lost a... Oh, okay. So this is like a heal now. Bibo, where are you? Okay. Go. Doing some triage. Alright, so I have the rest of the slaves coming in. Atlu just lost an arm. That's a bit of a problem for Atlu. Tokus, you're gonna go help with that. They're in the gatehouse. We're still holding the gatehouse for now. I'm gonna have Scipia go back to the turrets. Alright, Tokus just got killed. Atlu is downed without an arm. So some of the problem is that the entry gate got clogged with people trying to flee forward, not backward. And it got to a point where they're fleeing, but they're like still fighting, which is odd. But, you know, it is how it is. So I'm sending my slaves in as more or less cannon fodder, because this is going to need a lot of cleanup. I'm trying to prevent excess deaths by micromanaging the triage. There's only so much you can do with the relatively unskilled. Alright, Gagu really hasn't been stabilized. Oh, you had medicine. Pick that up. One other thing I could do is this. Oh, not like that. Makes it a little bit easier on micromanagement. Have them be set up to attack by default and undrafted, so they just... We're clearing them out, essentially, now. Okay. So, Bibo. Tend to Gagu? Pick up meds. And Gagu. And we'll take a look at the others that are down. 19 hours, 0. Tokus died. Atlu's probably the next most serious. But Scipia has to tend to herself. Actually, Scipia, you're a little busy. But let's have you go tend to Atlu. Your bleed out timers aren't atrocious. Alright, I think all hostiles are downed. So, let's look through their hostiles. We lost Tokus. Some of these people are going to be virtually impossible to save given their bleed timers. So they'd have to be really good for me to prioritize tending to them over others. Like, there's Dirt Moles, obviously, very capable of mining. With only torso stab scars. So that would be probably my top choice if I was going to enslave someone. But they have a bleed time of 4 hours, so it's hard to justify helping them over our own. Alright, Cerise, I see that you also need help. Biba will help you in a minute. Alright, Gagu, how are you doing? Most of your major bleeds are tended to. Scipia's got Otlu, and preventing Otlu from bleeding out, but with one arm... well, we'll see. One arm might actually still be okay tending to the senators, because it's not a lot of hauling, and you can clean with one arm. Alright, who are my other doctors? Nabla, but Nabla's down. So yeah, it's really just comes down to 2 essential medical care workers, and they're booked up. They're busy. So I don't think that potential slave is going to get enslaved. I don't think we'll have the time. Alright, Bebo. Grab herbal meds, and then we'll tend Obar. How's the center's moods? They're fine. You can see them at the top. They're color-coded. They'll probably be dropping. Let's see. Nope. Nope. So Serafina Stare's kin died. A whole bunch of them, but like... And daughter died. We could always do some counseling at some point. We'll have to see. Okay, Obar, you are kind of fine. Who is next most serious? Maybe Scipia herself? Oh no, Cerise. I don't know if there's time. Well, here's to trying, but that's a lot of wounds. It's a lot of bleeds. Well, the timer's... it's flirting with death. I'm not certain yet. Oh, Scipia went down. Okay. Well, that's Biba's next target. I knew that she needed tending. Just didn't know what the timescale was. You survived. Almost stemmed the bleeding. All right. Where'd she go? Oh, she's kind of up. Dire Lycan are tough. Alright, let's take a look at all of them. It looks like Ray's bleeding faster than most. Yes, so Ray is going to need tending. Alright, Scipia, you are stabilized. So Bebo's going to race over to Ray. And you are mostly just hungry. So have you go eat. And then we'll go medical tending some more. So Gagu 9 hours, Ficus 9 hours, Max is 20, Nobla 15. I think most of the danger, provided that Ray pulls ahead, is resolved. Oh, Elba, right. Yeah, Bebo running past Maxis crawling bed. Thing is, Maxis is like old and collapses easily. So it's not so much he's in danger of dying, it's more he's just, you know, he collapses fast. Alright, Elba, we'll tend to you. Where is... oh, already tending. And we might do a preach health. Oh, it's on cooldown. Okay, already tending, cool. Scipia. You are not in a good position to help others, but I think we're going to anyway. So... Scipia, you come out here. Oh, you're already doing it. So Gagu is still out in the field and needs help. Del, rescue Gagu, please. Scipia, I think, is physically just too slow. So did you... okay, that is tended. So Bebo is going to keep doing the triage. Bebo might collapse due to being tired, though. That's my worry. But all we need to do is stop some of the bleeds. And then, once the major bleeding is stopped... where did Del go? Once the major bleeding is stopped, I can really have anyone capable of medical tending tend the remaining wounds, because it's less of an emergency. So now Gagu's major wounds are tended. So then, Nobla, I think, is the only... Nobla and Joshua are the only ones remaining bleeding. Just one more stab. Alright, Joshua's all set. So, what I'm trying to do is just stop all active bleeds so that I can stop force medical and people can actually rest. Alright, Elba, you should be bed resting. Okay, that's the last bleed tended. So I think Nobla's the only one with active bleeds, and then we can rest a little bit more easily. Then it's a matter of making sure that the bedpans are cleaned and people that are starving are fed, and I'll do that next. Alright. Yep, resetting stance. Food's gonna be a little lean. Luckily, we have, like, Lucia and others that might be able to do some hunting. So I'm gonna queue up some additional hunting. Because not everyone got injured, just enough. Oh, no, Maxis still has active bleeds. Okay. I think that's the only one. There's a bunch of others that, you know, still need attention, but they're not, like, dire risk of dying or anything like that. That was a big raid. Big raid. A lot of bodies. Dropped maybe 50 bodies in that raid. Alright, looks like the feeding is all sort of queued up. So the people that are currently starving are getting fed. There's a few exceptions. But with medical tending as the top priority, that will probably be resolved in short order. Because Cerise is bedridden, there is a bit of an issue of the senators not receiving their normal meals. So Fowen, you are temporarily going to be assigned Westernville slave because you're one of the only ones that are, like, unharmed. For Tokus, new grave will be dug. I don't think Trey Larry, maybe he's too achy to care. Alright, there's not too many medical emergencies, there's no starvations, there's some tattered peril, but, like, that's pretty low on the priority list of things to care about, especially when it's a slave. So, the worst is over, I think. Mila's on her way home. Having extra healthy, able bodies is definitely going to help. And then this poor cave is going to be pretty utilized soon. So Darius is one of the ones with tattered apparel. That would be the shield. The immunity is not over the infection for Elba. I'm keeping an eye on that. One of the things to keep an eye on now is let's go ahead and change the doctoring priority. So the only capable doctor's doctor, because all of the smaller wounds have already been tended to. So the only one tending now should be ones that are capable. Because I think what might have happened is the 10 quality. Actually, the last 10 quality wasn't unreasonable. It was just done by an injured doctor, and injured doctors can only do so much. So next tending's 7 hours. Sure, let's trade. What do you got? Literally nothing? Okay. I was briefly excited. Am no more, though. Well, I'm definitely hearing auto-slaughter of the boars. Yeah, there's pork. Alright, I ain't got time for that. In terms of hunting... Oh, she cut to death. Well, that's what you get. In here, we're going to assign Tokus. And then I also realize, for now, I am going to... Don't allow new guests, because we have a lot of cleanup to do. So it's not like we should invite guests in with our main gate littered in corpses. That's not really, not correct. The senators stayed safe during that. So, although it didn't go as smoothly as I would want, they were protected, which I guess matters. And the only thing I'm watching like a hawk is the 10 timing for Elba, so that Elba can receive the best medical tending possible. Let's grab your scorpion again. Two seconds. A lot of repairs to that gate. I think this is Maxis's bow. And then Trenlandry's Gladius. I don't know whose weapons are whose exactly. But I'm just gonna equip them with whatever. So eventually these weapons are going to need to be cleaned up. They shouldn't be around where the slaves are, because it's going to encourage the slaves to rebel. And that's not really what I need going on right now. Scorpions lining the entry box? Might be useful, yeah. Alright, so that tending was only 50 quality? Why was it so low? I tended with, like, Scipia. It was medical 16. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch, November 17th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits, thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Lycan Legionnaires.